Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video about autism. Today I thought I would take a break from sharing some of Michael's beginning journey when he was first diagnosed with autism to talk about something that I did post about on Instagram. When was that? Yesterday. So by the time that this goes up, you probably, if you're following me on Instagram, you probably have already read it. When I first started blogging, when I first started my blog, I've mentioned this numerous times, I had no intention of writing about autism. And there were a few reasons why. I figured that there was plenty of autism blogs, YouTube channels, social media accounts that are out there, and people probably, had enough to choose from. They didn't need to hear from one more autism mom. But the other reason was excuse me, I often have a very difficult time talking about autism, or I don't want to say difficult time. I have a difficult time when I'm approached about my son's autism in a way where in the past, I had maybe taken offense to it. So what I wrote yesterday, oh my God, I'm always clearing my throat. What I wrote about yesterday on Instagram was how I am trying to shift my focus on how family, friends, strangers, even people who post comments on my YouTube videos, or even mostly probably my social media, because I don't have much negativity over here on YouTube. I take offense to some of the comments or things that have been said to me in the past when Michael was first diagnosed. And I think it's just a natural instinct that you're going to want to, defend your child or think you are. What I'm trying to say, I guess, is that in the past I've had many comments that I've heard from everyone. And I've really been annoyed with the comments. Most of the comments have never been negative. So I started thinking about this, and I realized that I was just really responding to my own insecurity, or the way that I feel people are not, I don't want to say that they're not hard. Let me figure this out. Let me take a step back. I knew this was going to be hard to explain. I think if you're a special needs mom, and I think even if you're not, I think you can relate. If someone says something about your child, or asks you a question about your child, or makes a comment about something they do or say, and you are not sure how to take it, or maybe you are, maybe it is just me. I often think right away it's coming from a place of negativity, or you're not a good mom, or your child is awful. I don't know what other word to use, but I think when people are questioning, or I will give an example. I've had a lot of people, if I say my son, I have twin boys. My son, Michael, has autism and is nonverbal. Most people, the first responses will say, I'm so sorry. In the past, I have taken that so much to heart. I think because I felt like they were saying, I feel sorry for you. You're going to have too bad that you didn't get a normal, typical child. That's how I took it. And I think that I've learned that maybe I'm reading more into a comment that is really meant to say, I'm sorry. I know you're going to have a hard time. I know that this will be difficult for your child, but you can do it. You and your child, as long as you love your child and you guide them and you get them all the therapy and the help, your child is going to be okay. I think that I have such a hard time accepting that somebody could be saying it in that way rather than, oh, too bad for you. But I'm learning and I'm getting better at it, I think. And I think that's why I wanted to post it, because I had made a reel on Instagram a few months ago. I also wrote a blog post about it. And it's what not to say to a special needs autism mom, parent, caregivers. And I gave some examples of what not to say. Now, some of those things were legit to me, rude. I think one of the worst ones is, oh, what is your child's superpower? I feel like that's kind of like could go either way. Either they, I don't know, it's hard for me to say, what the person is trying to say when they say that to you. But other than that, the reel and the blog post that I made, or I wrote, I feel a little bit differently. I feel like, you know what? In order for my son and for all children, regardless of what their disability is, to be accepted and to learn more about, I have to be more open and willing to come back with something positive, like something that is gonna, help them, help the community, not to take it so much that it was an insult to you or your child. Try to make it where the person is just trying to reach out and say, I got you. I'm sorry, I know it's gonna be hard, but I'm here for you. I'm a friend, a family, someone I met through social media. It's not always going to be negative. So, that's why I wanted to talk about it today. I just wanted to say, I think you do have to be careful with what you are saying to any parent about their children, and no matter what it is, or disability or no disability, it's important to be mindful in how you're saying it and what you're saying, and always be kind, because you have no idea what that person is going through, and what your words can set off. But for me personally, I think I'm going to take a different approach to it. I'm going to be more open to questions from people or comments, and I'm going to try to think, to thoughtfully answer them. In the past, I haven't done anything. I'm going to be honest with you. I would be like, whatever. I just kind of smile them off and try to ignore it. And I think that's maybe where my mistake is. And yours too, if you feel that way. Maybe not. Maybe you've had genuine insults thrown at you. I don't know. But I'm just saying, none of the things that were said to me were so awful that I should have taken any offense to them. And I'm just trying to say, especially to the new autism families, your children have just been diagnosed, you are going to get it from everyone. And it's so hard for you to get used to the diagnosis. I'm not even going to say accept it, because at that point you're not going to. And in the beginning, it's just more important to focus on your child, what they need, what you can get them, what you can do for them, how you can help them. And the best way is to try to keep an open mind, an open heart to people around you who are just probably trying to help you. So that's it for my TED Talk today. I know this wasn't a very long, detailed autism talk. I just wanted to kind of get that off my chest. There are a few people that, you know, I can count on to get feedback from other autism moms. And I have a feeling that they would probably feel the same way or have felt the same way that I have in the past. And if you are an autism mom or a mom of a child with a disability, Down syndrome, you know, whatever disability your child may have, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Even if your child does not have a disability and you've had to have, you've been a parent who's had to listen to, you know, maybe things that you don't want to hear about your child. How do you feel? How do you feel about it? Do you automatically take it as a negative, or do you see it as someone, you know, reaching out, trying to help? I would really like to know, because this is something that I've struggled with for years, and really I don't even know what made me think about this or start this conversation, but I figured, you know what, I'm going to put it out there. I'd like to know. So please, in the comments below, let me know. Is it just me, or is it everybody, or all moms maybe, or even dads, caretakers, grandparents? I guess any of us who have children, you know, that we take care of. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, I always do this. My name is Joann. I have twin boys. They're almost 10 years old. My son Michael has autism, nonverbal, and I started these autism videos a couple weeks ago just to share more of my autism journey with everyone. My channel focuses mainly on cooking and baking, Disney recipes to what's for dinner. So if you've liked what you watched here today, please, you know, go check out some of the other autism videos as well as any of the cooking ones. And I hope you subscribe and you become part of the family. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week.